Right, welcome back to Smithy's over 100 golf courses in a year. Today it's Friday the 19th of May 2023, and today I was along at Matlock Golf Club, Mizuno Pairs event. I was going as a floater, see if I could get a game last minute, but unfortunately everybody's turned up. So I've come away and I'm just going somewhere near. We're at Shirland Golf Club, Shirland near Alfreton and near Matlock. So this is course number 66 today this year. Let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's course number 66 of 2023. It's Shirland Golf Club. On the tee, the man playing only his third round of golf in 8 days due to a break for long distance walking and of course the Eurovision Song Contest, from Kirkintilloch in Scotland, Smithy. Let's look at the first, 297 yards, par 4. Straight down with a wee fade slightly to the right, kind of zigzag fairway down there. Looking at the first green at Shirland, the bunker on the left. I'm at a slightly shorter there around there with my second shot. Tight to the green with the trees and the bushes on the other side. Second at Shirland, it's a par 3, 188 yards, down a hill. Floating fairway right to left, so hopefully drop it in, guarded by the bunkers again. Yeah, I can't see anybody else in the course today. Might have been busy this morning, but there's nobody on it this afternoon. Hole number 3, the first par 5. It's a long one at 520. Dog legs to the right, so up, turn round to the right up the hill, and I think it's gonna run alongside back towards the clubhouse where the first green is, so it'll run parallel with that one. This is the third green, par 5 third. Ridge off to the right, it is a runoff. Fairway sloping left to right near it. And the fourth at Shirland, it's another long par 5, 528 yards. Running the opposite way from the third hole, previous par 5. This time it's going to dogleg down to the left, just to match the shape of the previous hole. Green at the fourth hole, par 5. That's it, it's a long one. It comes up the hill towards the end, and the fairway into the greens on a higher level in the lower part. Hole number 5 at Shirland, second par 3, 138 yards. Slightly raised green with a couple of bunkers guarding the front. Trees at the back and a bounce through the back as well. Oh, it's the sixth at Shirland, third par 5 in 6 holes, and it's another 500 yard plus one, 525 yards. This time slightly downhill to start off with, then bending round to the right, dog leg again, very similar to hole number 3. After a tee shot on the 6th at par 5, this is the lay of the land for the rest of the hole. It's kind of zigzagging, so it's zigzagging back to the right and then up again to the left, climbing up the hill to the green. So that's a long one again. 7th hole, 319 yards, par 4. Down into the valley, sharp dog leg up the hill to the right, narrow through the trees. Here's a look up the 7th with the dog leg. So it rises uphill to the green there, bunker on the left hand side. This is hole number 8, 306 yards, par 4. Downhill at first, then it's rising up. Looks like a stream of a ditch in front of the green there, but it's ludicrously tight. Look at this, there's hardly any room at all, so it's going to have to be an iron off the tee here. This is the green at the 8th. I said the ditch going down in front of it. There's also another ditch before it as well, so it's a very tricky hole, this one. 9th hole, 390 yards, up the hill to start off with, so blind tee shot. It looks as if it might drop down. It's certainly dog legging to the right. Whether it's dropped down or on the level, I'll find out. I come up over the hill at the 9th, view down to the green, bunker on the right hand side, tree guarding it as well, so again it's a tight one to actually approach. I've reached the halfway stage, just finished the 9th hole at Shirland, coming on to the 10th, which is a par 3, about 170 odd yards. Raised green, it's up the hill, bunkers sitting all around it, so it's a long tough one. It was to score Smithy against the golf course. 3.5 shots behind, higher than my handicap. Not particularly enjoying it. The greens are nice, but the fairways are shocking. They're just not cut, and loads of grass cuttings all lying all over the place, so you spend half the time looking for your ball. So not the best of time at the moment. Hole number 11, 299 yards, par 4, floating fairway, blind shot from the tee, and then it's going to slightly dog leg, but it goes downhill quite rapidly to the right hand side. Unless is looking into the green at the 11th. That fairway is sloping steeply left to right, so it's got a ridge in front of it. So tricky one. Bunk on the right hand side with steep runoff. 12th hole. Drop down par 3, 130 yards. Ditch running across in front of the green. Type 1 with the trees at the back as well, and the bush at the back. That's the 13th hole, 352 yards. Par 4. Straight. I think it starts off kind of flat, a slight rise and then over the crest, and then it's rising steeply I think after that. That's a look up to the 13th green. That's another tough one. Narrow gap through the trees and a steep rise to the green. 14th hole, 323 yards, par 4, elevated tee right the way down the hill. Tight with the trees and the bushes there. Alright if you can draw it to the fairway. Somebody like me, you got to hit it high over the trees. There's a green way down the distance there. Let's a look into the 14th green from down below. Actually it looks much better as the fairway's actually cut a wee bit. Still got all the grass cuttings at the side though. It gives it much more definition to the fairway. 15th at Shirland, par 5, 477 yards. Up the hill, dog leg as well. It's the 16th, 323 yards, it's a par 4. Big drop down one from an elevated tee, kind of dog leg to the left down there. And the bad thing about this is it means I'm going to have to come back up, whether it's 17 or 18. 17th hole, last day par 3s, 161 yards. To a raised green, a couple of garden bunkers. On to the last hole here at Shirland, the 18th, 357 yards, par 4. And what's been quite a disappointing round here. Course isn't fit for play for visitors yet. Fairways aren't cut properly yet, they're not ready. Smithy against the golf course, first time ever, match abandoned, course not fit for play. So here we go, up to the 18th, see if we can hope not to lose a ball in amongst the grass cuttings here. Let's a look up to the 18th once you get up over the hill. Clubhouse round to the left there. Right, that's me finished on the 18th at Shirland. First of all, the greens were exceptional. I'll do the positive bits first. Course is quite hilly in the back 9, undulating in the front 9. Not my type of turf. Turf is obviously liable to getting wet quite easily. But the big problem today is the course isn't ready. I speak to one of the members who says the course has been shut for a wee bit over the winter and some of the holes been closed and they haven't been able to cut the fairways. Well, what's happened today is I've come on and they've obviously given them a first cut and there's grass cuttings absolutely everywhere. I lost 4 balls from decent shots, couldn't find them in amongst the grass cuttings. Fairways are all stripy, but it looks as if they still need a cut. So the course has got the potential to be a nice course if it was in decent condition, but it certainly isn't today. Now, I can make excuses all you want, like for the weather, etc. But in my book, they shouldn't be letting visitors on at this time. So 22 quid to play today. I don't know if that's the normal green fee. Certainly really disappointing. So I can only give it a mark as a found, so it'll have to be a 3 from me today. I really don't think they should be allowing visitors on the course if they don't want bad reviews at the moment. Should wait till it's absolutely ready. It's not cut right, it's not fit for play. That's my view. So that's all from today. Heading home now. Thanks very much. Good night.